Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. Julio Hernandez writes in. He says, Matt, thank you very much for answering my question about the 7D Mark II. Now I have found myself baffled with another one. This one is about the dynamic range between the Canon 80D and the 5DS. I have read so many things on the web about the 80D having more dynamic range than my beloved 5DS, but I don't know how to corroborate that info. Would you be so kind as to enlighten my troubled mind and direct my soul once again into the light? Please accept my apology for my obstinate continuance. Not at all, Julio. Actually, you're a very elegant writer, and I enjoy getting your correspondence. So please ask away anytime you wish. I imagine you are a very intelligent person to speak to. I get that just from the way you write. So I unfortunately can't speak from experience to this question because I have the 80D coming in, but I haven't shot it. Like you, I have seen all the reviews online and read the specs, and it does seem to have more dynamic range than the 5DS, which is interesting. But I haven't shot the 5DS either. But again, I've seen the reviews and whatnot, and it does seem that the 80D is going to trump it. Now, bear in mind, as much as the 5DS is fairly new tech, the 80D is newer tech, and we see that happen all the time. Newer tech comes out and it trumps older tech. The 80D sensor seems to be performing very nicely. It seems to be a very nice camera. I guess you've got to decide how you feel about that. I mean, if that being the case and it looks like that, is that a problem for you? Would you rather have the 80D than the 5DS? I don't need a 50 megapixel camera. I was never a big fan of the 5DS because I felt that Canon really sold us a bill of goods based only on the sheer resolution of the sensor. It's not a great video camera. It doesn't have top in class or anything autofocus. It's just barely passable in the sense of, the 80D will smoke it for autofocus. This performance-wise, it's a very underwhelming camera, other than the sheer resolution, which is underperforming on dynamic range against an $1,100 camera. So that's why I've never been a big 5DS fan. It was never, wasn't even something I really wanted to review because I don't know, it totally underwhelmed me. But I get your pain. I get what you're thinking. You spent all this money on a camera, if you own that camera, like it sounds like. And now the new little 80D is going to come out and kick its butt. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? What's your thoughts and feelings about the 80D's dynamic range in comparison to the 5DS? How do you feel about the fact that it appears the 80D has got more dynamic range than the 5DS? Leave some comments below. Let's discuss it. Let's see if we can make Julio feel better, or I don't know, are we going to push him over the edge to sell his 5DS and get an 80D? Thanks for your comments, your question, Julio, and we'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com.